Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know. For all in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know. We're all in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know. Hello, Ramona. I mistook you for a dream. The engine glows, and I guess you always seem to know. Hello, Ramona. I push back the serious feeling. The end's unknown. To get back the life I used to know. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know. We're all in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know.
Happy Friday to me, and hello to everyone who is watching, no matter what time of the week it may be. Not only is it the weekend, which is a present in and of itself, but I also came home to a couple of packages that I had ordered for myself last week. And one thing that I keep in mind when I'm ordering myself little presents is I don't do it until the end of the pay week, and that way I've put my money in savings, I've spent all the things I need to on bills such as groceries, petrol, rent, etc. And then this is like the bucket of money that I have left over, and I can either put more into savings or I can spend a little bit on myself. So that is what I have done. I had some vouchers to both Cotton On and Gander to use up, so I did. And then I also bought some shoes from Therapy Shoes. I've got a couple of pairs of sandals, which I love, but I've had them for like 8 years and they're really starting to die on me. So I'll probably just like use them up for the end of this year, and then unfortunately they will need to go to shoe heaven. So I have bought a replacement for those. So from Cotton On, I got myself 2 pairs of satin pajamas. I've got this sort of bony colored one. That's the top, and then these are the bottoms, very cute. And then I also got myself this really fun ombre one. So there is the top, and same deal with the cute little bottoms. So they're gonna be fun for this lovely summertime weather. Okay, next up is Gander, and I've got a few sale items, so I'm really hoping that they are going to fit because I cannot return or exchange them. So first up, I got this blue t-shirt. It's kind of more of like a boxy fit, and it's got this kind of waffly type material. It's really nice and soft. So that one will be fun. Very coastal grandma. And they also were giving out tote bags. You just needed to like put in tote in the little section there at the end, and this was the bag that I ended up getting, which I think is like a really fun kind of beach bag. So I'll definitely be taking that with me to the beach this summer. Next up, I got this knit top. So it's nice and sort of soft material. Another sort of boxy fit one. And then lastly, I realized that the weather is not in line with this purchase, but I've been looking high and low for a lovely cable knit sweater, and I found this one. And this is kind of the look of it. It's got sort of nice balloon-ish arms, and it is incredibly soft. So that's just gonna be, ooh, it's actually gonna go nicely with these pants that I'm wearing. Look at that. I could chuck it on right now. Add my white sneakers and we've got an outfit. Okay, last up is my 2 pairs of shoes. They're both virtually the exact same, but in different colors and sort of have different patterns on them. So I got a black pair of sandals, and then this is the pattern that they've got on them. And it's nice because they've got like a little bit of a cushion in there. They're not just like a flat surface, unlike my other sandals that I've got. And then I've got a nice tan colored as well, but they don't have like a pattern. They just have the nice soft surface there. Leather look. So they're gonna be fun for school next year, but also just for like when I'm wearing like a nice summer dress and I want to have something cute and comfortable to wear on the bottom. So that is my little summer clothing haul, I suppose. I would just like to point out that everything I showed previously was bought with my own money. It wasn't gifted or sponsored. And if you look down in my description box underneath my email address, I actually have a note saying that while I am willing to receive gifted products from Australian sustainable businesses, I'm really passionate about supporting small businesses, and I'd be happy to integrate those things into my lifestyle and into my videos without obligation. I'm not interested in collaborations and sponsorships, and I think that that's kind of an unusual thing in this online space. For me as a viewer, I love watching YouTube videos, and I've kind of come to a point now where I'm gonna skip through the ads, because if you're talking about something for 5 minutes, to me it's boring for the first thing. So I don't feel like they add anything to the videos. And I also just feel like I'm getting to a point where I kind of can't trust creators anymore, because I don't know if this is something that you authentically integrate into your life on a day-to-day basis, and if the things that you're actually, the opinions that you're giving about this product are really accurate. So from a viewer's perspective, that's kind of where I sit. But then also from a creator's perspective, I want YouTube to be fun for me. I want it to be creative, and I don't want to be having to create things for other people and have to have it within a deadline and present it a certain way and saying these things. Then I feel like I'm actually working for someone and that company has become my boss, rather than me just being able to create things because I love them and like this is my life and I want to present something meaningful and interesting for you guys. So there's a little piece of information that you didn't ask for, but I gave you anyway. I hope you enjoyed. Here is a currently reading segment for your viewing pleasure. Last night I happened to finish Everything I Never Told You. Initially it started off quite slow and I wasn't that into it, but a couple of chapters in I ended up getting really invested and was able to breeze through it quite quickly actually, and I ended up liking it. So now as a non-fiction to replace that one, I have picked out this one, The Last Thing He Told Me, and I haven't actually started reading this one yet, but we'll probably start it tonight. Before bed, I like to do a little bit of a wind down routine that includes putting on my diffuser and doing a little bit of reading. For my non-fiction book, I'm reading this one, Mating in Captivity by Esther Perel. She is actually pretty big in the YouTube sphere. You can Google her and she's got lots of videos about infidelity, intimacy in relationships and all of those different things. And this one is all about maintaining a sense of desire and intimacy in long-term committed relationships. It is very scientific and academically written, so it's a bit hard on the old brain at night time to be getting in this sphere. So this is probably something that I would read more during the daytime, where I have the intellectual capacity to absorb and deconstruct all of her language. And then I also like to always have a Christian book going, and the one I'm reading currently is Beholding and Becoming: The Art of Everyday Worship by Ruth Chow Simmons. I've read a couple of hers at the moment and I'm completely in love with not only this book but really all of her books. So each chapter is either a beholding or becoming sort of devotional type thing, and it just has the most stunning watercolor artwork throughout as well, which is just truly beautiful and really uplifting messages and very easy to read as well. So would definitely recommend this one.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, I'll follow only golden.
Look at me.
Golden,
Maggie,
golden.
stop ignoring me. I know you can hear me. I know you can hear me.
Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing.
Before I put on makeup and start getting ready for the day, I did want to do a quick little skin update because my skin at the moment is not fantastic. I do have some breakouts just here, and then I always seem to get them along my jaw and neck, and I do have some sort of active ones down there as well, but also a lot of scarring. I'm actually going to put some photos on the screen here from the start of this year and then also the start of last year, which is when my skin was at its worst, and it was actually quite painful, and it was also for me quite embarrassing because I'm a high school teacher, and when I'm going to school having to wear a heap of makeup to cover up my breakouts because my skin is worse than the kids that I actually teach, that was a bit of a knock to the confidence and self-esteem for sure. But when I think about when my skin is at its best, there's not like one thing that I'm doing that sort of helps it to get there. It's more of a combination of things, and it's really lifestyle factors for me, because this area of your face is really controlled by your hormones. So if your hormones are out of whack, so you've got too much stress going on in your life, or your digestion isn't 100%, that is when I typically do get more breakouts. So if I am eating well, I'm eating enough food, I'm eating high quality whole foods, limiting my sugar, if I am drinking enough water and being hydrated, if I'm incorporating daily stress relief habits like going for walks, being out in the garden, reading, exercising, these sort of help to decrease my cortisol and improve the quality of my skin. I also find wearing less makeup, wearing all natural makeup that's not going to have harmful chemicals or clog my pores, and keeping my skincare routine to a minimum. So at a maximum, day or night, I would only use 3 products. Sometimes it's only 1 or 2 products, because I find the more products I'm adding to my skincare routine, the more my skin does tend to freak out. Also, obviously, getting enough sleep, which helps with balancing hormones as well. But all of these things, I find when I'm doing them collectively and I'm doing them well, that is when my skin is at its best. Today I'm actually hoping to film like maybe another 2 whole videos. I had thought of maybe doing 12 days of Christmas in December, where I put out a video every second day leading up to Christmas Day. I'd like to aim for that, but I just don't know if it's feasible. I do work 5 days a week as a teacher, and I also have to, you know, drive 45 minutes each day to get to work. So really, like, the afternoons are on the agenda for filming, but it's kind of harder to film during the afternoon. So really it's just the weekends that I can kind of smash out some videos, and I do want to be able to relax and enjoy my weekend sometimes. So let's aim for it as the goal. And then if I don't get there, maybe I can at least put out like an extra video a week, each week in December. So that can be my backup plan, but I'll let you guys know. Either way, I'm hanging out with you, so make sure you subscribe, stay tuned. Currently putting out a video every Wednesday and Saturday, and we'll see what happens in December.
Golden, golden things. Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything.
It is lunchtime and I'm starting to feel quite tired. I've had a busy morning and a big week, and I brought you guys along for an incredibly random vlog. So I'm sorry about that, but I hope you still enjoyed seeing these different parts of my life. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And with that, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.